I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Officer Barger, tell us what was recorded on Officer Barger's video that was significant in regard to the complaint made.
It was from Officer Barker's video. It was merely the video of Officer Moxley speaking with Miss Gaddison.
Okay.
There was no real clear audio of that conversation. It was mere video. The audio would have been picked up had it been available by Officer Moxley's video.
So they were combined. The video and the audio was it, as far as you know, both available so that they could be used simultaneously to see the video and the audio together?
On Officer Barker's video specifically, it would have been the video from his vehicle
Okay.
and any audio that his body mic is picking up.
Okay.
It would not be audio from Officer Moxley's body mic.
But would the audio from Moxley's audio, did it pick up the audio from the video of Barger's video? Does that make sense? You've got the audio and the video from two different sources. Is that correct?
You've got
Barger's video and Moxley's
DMAV
audio.
in both vehicles, and your body mic would be synced to your respective DMAV.
So we've got microphones everywhere, correct?
Yes.
Objection form.
Okay. And during this entire process, Goldie was the only person, because she's the complainant, that's been allowed to view the audio and the video. Her lawyer has been specifically uninvited to watch any of the video because the attorney is not the complainant. Are you aware of why, after all this time, I personally wouldn't be allowed to watch the video?
Objection form. And also, wait, I object to any testimony that you're giving. You're not supposed to testify, Mr. Scott.
There was a question, there's a tag question at the end there. So,
I think you're trying to wiggle the rules there, but okay. Put my
I'm just
objection
trying-
on the record.
Okay.
No, I'm not aware.
okay. Have these videos and audios been preserved? As far as you know, in regard to the regular course and scope of business having to do with preservation of audios and videos in a situation that involved a complaint.
Objection form, may answer.
The videos that were available, yes.
Okay. What was your conclusion after watching the videos as to whether or not there is any inappropriate behavior on the part of the officer?
It was merely visual, again, from Officer Barker's video, watching what conversation was taking place in that video. There did not appear to be any change in demeanor by either Miss Gaddison or Officer Moxley as far as a physical change in their demeanor to indicate there was any, I guess, any tension or upsetness, being upset.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the words spoken, whether or not it appeared as though there was some type of offer made to Goldie in exchange for leaving rather than staying there.
Objection form.
No, that was not found.
So was the complaint, was it finally concluded that it was undetermined? Or that there was no basis for, let me strike that. Was there any conclusion other than undetermined in regard to this complaint?
Objection form.
No.
So what was the conclusion?
Objection form. You may ask if you may answer if you know.
I don't know the conclusion.
But you say there were some type of reprimand that was handed down, correct?
No.
No one got reprimanded?
To my knowledge, no.
No one got scolded, disciplined in any way?
No.
Check.
Has the complaint been closed?
I do not know.
Were you the senior ranking officer in the parking lot that night?
Until my lieutenant arrived.
What's your lieutenant's name?
Mike Early?
What kind of administrative procedures were triggered as a result of the complaint by Goldie?
It would have filtered through the chain of command on down, which was presented to me by my lieutenant to make an inquiry into this complaint, which would have resulted in a memorandum that I send back up at the conclusion of that inquiry.
But you were the person involved in the accident. Why would you be assigned to investigate it?
Objection 4.
It was a complaint
Wouldn't you?
that was brought to my attention.
Wouldn't there be an inherent conflict of interest for you to be assigned to investigate your own accident?
Objection 4.
The complaint wasn't generated in regard to the accident. It was generated in reference to conduct by one of the officers on scene.
I believe Goldie also expressed in the complaint that she she had damage to her vehicle and that she was injured as a result of the accident on top of being bribed.
Objection 4.
Isn't that your understanding?
Objection 4.
I would have to review the complaint.
Are you aware of what the city's position is regarding your liability in regard to the accident?
No.
What do you think the city's position should be?
Objection 4.
I think their position is that non-negligence on my part.
Why do you think it's not your fault? Let's get to the scene of the accident.
Sure.
Explain to us what you're doing and what Goldie was doing.
Okay.
Objection 4.
Give us the street to begin with that this is on.
Okay.
Okay.
This was on Cameron Road. Specific address, I believe, was 70. Specific location of the parking lot, I believe, was 7517 Cameron Road.
Okay. What intersection is that near?
I believe it's near Cameron Road and McKee Drive.
Okay. And the name of the pizza place was what?
Objection 4.
I don't recall specifically the pizza place. There's several businesses in that location.
Is there any benefits or swag that the officers get from any of the businesses, including the pizza parlor, that would entice them to frequent that place? In other words, they get free donuts and coffee the way Dunkin' Donuts gives out. Is there free pizza that the pizza place gives police officers that would be a reason to congregate in the parking lot?
Objection 4.
Not to my knowledge, no.
You do get free coffee when you go to 7-Eleven, don't you?
Occasionally.
And the reason why 7-Eleven gives you that coffee is, for one thing, added security they get from you coming in and getting free coffee, right?
Objection 4. You're going outside the scope of the...
I'm trying to get...
Of the case.
I'm trying to establish and confirm why the police officers were there to begin with.
Then just ask them.
I did.
That wasn't... Okay. Why don't you re-ask him, and I'm sure he'll.
Do you get free pizza when you go to the pizza parking lot?
Objection form. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted when you
that's fine.
censored Sophie.
No.
You've heard of Ken's Donuts. You know who started Ken's Donuts, don't you?
I do not.
Ken Gibson. Ken Gibson is one of the best criminal lawyers in town, and I understand he got to know police officers by giving away free donuts and coffee at Ken's Donuts.
Objection form. You're not supposed to be
Just-
testifying, Scott.
Just as a sideline,
You're not supposed to make side comments.
tell the jury what happened, where you were going, and where Goldie was to set the stage as to this particular accident. You can use the drawing board if you'd like.
I'll start out just explaining, and then if need be, I'll step up. We were responding to a nature unknown urgent call at Midtown Live, or in the vicinity of a verbal disturbance, is what the call text had indicated. There was also a vehicle listed in that call text of a possible vehicle that was involved with that disturbance. Officer Moxley and Officer Hammett were the initial primary officers responding to that nature unknown urgent call. I also responded due to the fact that it was determined to be at the parking lot across from a closing nightclub, where people from that nightclub or pedestrians are crossing the street, leaving, vehicles coming in and out. Basically becomes really congested, and disturbances do develop in that parking lot. So given the number of people in that parking lot, I felt it necessary to respond, to assist with that disturbance or clearing out that parking lot. I responded northbound on Cameron Road. If I recall, it would have been north on Cameron from 290. I entered the parking lot at 7517 Cameron Road from the east curb line.
Okay.
As I'm driving northbound, prior to or just as I'm entering that parking lot, I can visually see a number of people in that parking lot, security officers from the nightclub that are also present in that parking lot.